Hi, thank you for taking the time to listen. I wanted to just mention something about the fact that we've moved into a new year and thinking about the coming year and maybe even about last year, reflecting on that and how it went and all that. And I really wanted to think about in terms of my relationship, your relationship with money. This is obviously a financial subject that I talk about in the business that I'm in. And I began to think about our relationship with money many times has a direct reflection of how we feel about ourselves, feel about what we're capable of, feel about how the world is it fair or not? Why do so many people have so much more than others and all of that? So I really wanted to just touch on thinking about our relationship with money coming into the new year of 2023. And I have recently come across a thought about money in terms of it being happy money, uh, friendly money, giving money, grateful money, and to have a good positive relationship with money. Now, for a lot of us, including myself, that can be difficult because we were raised by folks, our parents, possibly, that didn't really have maybe the greatest relationship with money themselves because they were taught by their parents. And throughout history there's been a lot of struggle with money. And so I'd like you to think about that in terms of what is your relationship with money and how can you change that relationship for it to be more of a positive relationship. Like when I think about thinking long term, which is something I talk about quite often because of the business that I am in with the whole life dividend paying permanent life insurance, in that it does take time to grow the capital inside the policy. When I think of how much time, personally I think of it as not taking much time at all. In a matter of 3 or 4 years, everything that you're putting in, you're seeing in the cash value side of things. And so that's not a lot of time, excuse the banging of the door. It's not a lot of time, but because we're in such a fast-paced world, that can seem like a lot of time to a lot of people. But if you have the patience of just adding to the premium each, making the deposit of the premium to the policy each month or each year or however you've set it up, having the patience and having the skill of thinking long term, it can have dynamic, positive, life-changing things in your life. That if you control, let's just say, a pool or a bucket of money, there's so many things that you can do with it. And inside of an illustration, that an insurance company would provide, sorry for the banging of the door, the puppy just came in. You don't see inside those illustrations what it is that you could potentially do with that money. Like make an investment that has a return of 100% or 200% or 50% even. What kind of value is that? But it takes time to accumulate that. And I can see it in our own policies that we've already done a number of things. The very room I'm standing in, and I can't believe January 16th, I'm standing outside in this screened room that we added on this past summer. We financed the whole thing through our policy, and we've been paying it back. And the little puppy you can hear clicking around here with his toenails, he was also something that we got, and we financed him through the policy too. Um, and it's for us, it's coming up on 3.5 years that that we started policies, and before that I didn't even know about this. If I had known about it when I was in my 20s or 30s, life would be very, very different. But I found out about now, and I'm going to start another policy now at my age, because I know chances of me living for another 20 or 30 plus years are quite great. And so that's like a whole other life that I'm looking forward to. And I want to work on my relationship with money going forward. And I'd like you to think about that. And I have a book that I've read about it, and I'd be happy to share that if you'd like to know what that book is. Because there are a number of books about happy money, and I think that it's crucial because it affects us in so many ways that we may not even be aware of. So going forward in 2023, I'd like to ask you to think about this and know that inside of a policy you have full control and there's certainty with it. And that the joy of growing that and being able to have a solid, positive relationship with money that's coming to you and going out as well. The energy that we send it away with has an effect on us and the person receiving it. So I just want you to have a good relationship with money, an easier relationship that allows you to talk about it and share this kind of talk about it with others. Anyway, that's all for now, and we'll catch you next time.